Okay.
I got 5, 7, 15, 21.
Okay, 4-4. You're actually going to start a big section of proofs for the next few days. Yeah, almost all proofs. Oh no, this is the big chapter on proofs. After this chapter, they kind of lighten up. So we're just starting them today. All right. First of all, congruent polygons. Okay, congruent polygons are basically just polygons that have the same size, same shape. Same size, same shape. Which means two important things. That corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are congruent. So all in all, when you talk about congruent, say, triangles, which is mostly what our emphasis is going to be on, you have 6 pairs of congruent parts when you talk about 2 triangles. 3 pairs of angles and 3 pairs of sides that are congruent. So in our first example, if I tell you that triangle PQR is congruent to triangle STW, you should be able to list out the 6 pairs of congruent parts. List the congruent parts. Okay, you don't really need a picture to do this because everything can come off of the name. And I'll draw you a picture anyway with it. So let's go with PQR. See if I can draw another one that looks just like it. Angled the other way. STW. There. Once you get that drawn. All I want you to be able to do here is list the congruent angles and the congruent sides. So there's 6 answers here. Are you ready? Hard to tell if you're going ahead or just copying down what I've got down. Okay, let's start with congruent angles first. Name a pair of congruent angles for me. Veronica, not Victoria. Chewing on her popcorn this morning.
I don't know.
Pick a pair of congruent angles. Q and R. Nope, it's got to be one from this triangle, one from this triangle. Q and T. Angle Q is congruent to angle T. It is a Monday. So I can put little arc marks there. And I know she's right, because if I look back at the names, take a look. Q is in the second spot of this triangle. T is in the second spot of this triangle. Those have to match. That correspondence has to be there when we write it out. Give me another pair of congruent angles. Randy.
P and S.
P and S. And I know she's right because those are the first 2 letters. P to S. So I can do a double arc mark there. And then I think we can see that R must be congruent to W then. Okay, now the sides. Sides are segments. So which segments are congruent to each other on these triangles? Taylor, start us off. Perfect. She said TS is congruent to segment QP. I know she's right because take a look. T to S, she went second letter to first letter, second letter to first letter. Perfect. Izzy, can you give me another set of congruent sides? QR is congruent to TW. Nothing too tricky here. And then the last side would be PR congruent to SW. Any questions on congruent parts? Okay, the other thing I want you to do with this is name two other triangle congruent statements. I'll do one so you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, can you say it wrong?
Oh, yep. Name two other congruent statements. I need to look at the picture too. So if you look at the way I gave you the first one, I went PQR, and I had to match it up perfectly, STW. I'm going to change the first order. I'm going to go RQP. Triangle RQP. You have to match that correspondence. I started with R, went to Q, went to P. What order does the second triangle have to go in because I wrote the first one this way? What do you think?
STW.
Is she correct? No, I started with R. Which angle corresponds with R? W. WTS. So you got to be careful and get that correspondence to match. I'm going to go one more. How about, let's go, yep. I'm going to go QRP. Triangle, QRP. Corresponds to triangle, match that order. TWS is correct. There are actually 6 different ways for one pair of congruent triangles to write this statement here. We're not going to do the other 3. But you just have to get things to match up.
And the other 4?
Yeah, there's 1 there and 2 here. There's 3 more. But we're only going to do that. Okay. Number 2. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. And here's the picture. I'm going to tell you that angle A is 49 degrees.
Oh.
This is 2x minus 16. Okay, there's 2 questions on this one. First question. This is degrees. Got my little degrees. I'm giving you angle measures. Can you solve for x or find x? Okay, well if you take a look at where x is only one place in this problem. It's here. 2x minus 16 is this angle measure. If I want to solve for x, I got to write an equation. What do you know about this angle measure? It's 90. There's your equation. 2x minus 16 has to equal 90. Because you got the 90 on the other side. That's how. And now I just do a little algebra. Add 16. That's 106. Divide by 2. X is 63. So that's just the value for x. When I put the x back in there, plug it back in, I'm going to get 90 when I solve it out. Next question. Can you find the measure of angle DBC? That's one angle, DBC. Where is that angle at? Yes, D to B to C is the angle here where the vertex is B. I'll put a little 1 there. I'm looking for that angle 1 measure. How am I going to get that? Toughest question of the day. Everything's been easy up till now. Remember, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Luke? There you go. Do you know 2 of the 3 angles in this triangle here? You got a 90. What's this one over here? 49, because they're congruent triangles, so you know they match up. So you can add and subtract from 180, because you know the 3 angles of any triangle add up to 180. Or what's the relationship for these 2, because it's a right triangle? We had that special one on Thursday. These 2 add up to just 90, because 90 is up there. So whichever one you want to use. I'm going to go 90 minus 49. What's 90 minus 49? 31? No, 41. 41. Alright, here we are, starting our trek up the mountain, proving triangles congruent. You have to do 6 things. Get 3 pairs of congruent angles and 3 pairs of congruent sides. Then, by definition of congruent triangles, they are congruent. And we're just going to prove our way out of the assignment today, or out of the notes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's going to be an assignment. Oh yeah. Are you ready?
No.
For your first real proof?
Yep, I'm ready.
I don't know if they make you do them all by yourself today. I got a feeling they're filling the blanks yet.
We're still in the fill in the blank stage.
Still in the fill in the blank stage?
Mhm.
Well, that's coming to an end this week. I don't think I have any paragraph ones. I got a couple flow charts. 2 flow charts, 2 columns. I hate paragraph ones. I truly do. Here we go.
I like them, yeah.
Do you like the paragraph ones?
They're the easiest. Yeah.
Yup. Okay. Let's do the given and the proof first. Given. Angle P